Hi, how you doing there, everyone on Facebook? Alex Watson, also about the consultancy. I'm clinical director here for the last 20 years. I'm going to talk to you about golf. So not everyone's cup of tea, but I love it. Lots of people love it. And lots of people run up to the golf club. They come flying up to the first tee. I'm occasionally one of those people, I apologise. And they're not sure what to do, and they're just completely unprepared to go and play golf. Now, you might not have hit some balls yet, but certainly you need to prepare your body and your mind a little bit, but actually get your body going. So primary things you're going to do is you're going to be swinging, hitting a golf club, and you're trying to hit the ball, and also you've got to get your legs moving as well, because you're going to be walking around the golf course. So got to think about what you're going to do, because it's very, very easy to pull and injure yourself. And if you're already carrying problems already, because the injured golfer was the classic one, everyone beware, but actually the injured golfer should be beware, actually, because they should be beware of your injuries getting a lot worse. So first thing to do is, you've got a golf club, you don't need one of those to start with. So put that to one side, and you're just going to get your leg muscles moving to start with, to get nice and free, nice and mobile, so you don't end up pulling something. Because if your legs aren't in good shape when you're walking around a golf course, then your legs are going to tighten up, your back's going to tighten up. If your back's tighten up towards the end of the round, you're going to really start to struggle. Classic thing is golfers come in, end of the round, they're getting 14 holes, 15 holes in, they go, oh, my back starts killing, I can't hit the golf ball. It's normally because they're getting tired, their legs and hips are packing up, so their back starts working harder. So you've got those legs moving. So we're going to just look to get them just a bit mobile. First thing to do is mobilise calves, really straightforward. You haven't got a step or anything because you're next to the golf course, so straight away, just do a gentle calf stretch, and it'll get a little bit of a hamstring stretch, and you're just going to hold it there for 15 seconds. 7, 8, 9. You're going to feel a nice strong stretch, and as you're doing it, you're going to chest forward more and more, and feel like pulling harder and harder. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Now we're going to do 15 seconds, but if you feel it's really still strong, keep chasing it, and you're going to get both sets of muscles pulling as you do that, and then come back up again. Do the same on the other side. Again, bring it up like this position, bend the knee, and then push your chest forward. Don't roll forward. We're not trying to do any pressure on your back. In the position here, push your bum backwards, get the stretch through the calf and hamstring. Keep chasing the stretch. What we don't want to do is just sort of stand there very politely like this, not doing anything. You've got to push forward so you get a really strong stretched calf and a bit into the hamstring. And that feels loose. So kind of a little bit of looseness to the calf. Next thing is, don't fall over on the first tee. That'll be a nightmare. So hold on to the side here. Bend the knee, stand on, foot to buttock. Just free up that quad. Bring your foot to buttock. Now, classic thing is, most people's first thoughts is, oh, we'll get to golf club, have a cup of coffee. That's the wrong answer. So get yourself ready to hit some golf balls by actually mobilising your legs, get them moving. So you just keep stretching, bringing that knee in next to it, bring your foot to buttock. Don't let it fly out sideways or arching your back. In this position, stretch. And again, the same the other way. Pulling in, same thing. You're going to hold it for 15 seconds or longer. We're not going to repeat it. We're just going to run through it just once, each one. You feel that nice strong stretch. Keep following it, keep following it, keep stretching. That's good. So you've got kind of your legs a little bit more mobile. They feel a bit easier. It's not the be all and end all. And if you feel any extra tightness and you've got some time, repeat the exercise 15 seconds 3 times. You've got those 2 movements that are feeling nice now. So golf position, bend knees, bend hips. You're in this position here. You're going to hold the golf ball hold the golf club in this position. So what we don't want to do is end up kind of like backs working too hard, rolling forwards with our hips being tight. So loosening those legs will help you be in a really good position. Calves and quads in a good position, hands together holding the golf club. And this is a really good position to hit a golf ball. What a lot of people do is rolling forwards and putting a lot of pressure on the back. Just try and keep that nice neutral position. So then we need to mobilise this area so we've got a lot more movement. So you can actually use your golf club here. So a lot of people start taking a club and swishing with 3 or 4 clubs. I know there's people out there, people I play with do this. I watch it every week. They take 2 or 3 clubs and go swish, swish, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the back. Really not a good idea. I watch and I do have a little bit of laugh as I watch them do that. Some of them are in there having a cup of coffee and having a bacon sandwich, and some of them are taking clubs swishing really hard. None of that's particularly very good for you. So next bit to do is mobilise this area here. This is where we get a lot of rotation from in the golf swing. So in here and here, and then just hold your lower ribs, and you're going to just rotate. And you're just going to get a little bit of rotation through the back. And so what we're going to do, as we're doing that, is you're resisting with the opposite hip as you do that rotation. Now, funny enough, a little bit like a golf swing, what you don't want to do is slide. You want to stay upright and over the top. Good for your golf swing, good for your spine. In that position here, and you can see how my knees aren't collapsing. We're reproducing the same sort of thing in a golf swing. Knees nice and wide, hips nice and wide, spine in a nice line. What we don't want to do is be rolling our back and doing this sort of movement. Nice straight spine, and that keeps it in a really good alignment. Now you can see how my head stays nice and level. So next thing, upper part of our body, swing it again. Same sort of swing pattern, nice rotations. Now shoulders, now we know your takeaway is that nice big triangle as it goes away here. So we haven't got that rotation through our spine or upper back. So you're going to struggle with the takeaway and the rotation. In the same position here, what we don't want to do is let our shoulders do this and this, try and keep a nice plain movement in this position here. Nice plain movement, rotate, keeping our head nice and straight, keeping our pelvis nice and straight. And you can feel that really nice mobility going through here. So, free the calves up, free the quads up, free the spine up. Last bit, a bit of shoulders, really good idea. You can actually free the whole of the shoulder and spine, the shoulder, biceps and arm all at the same time. If we hold on here and just rotate, so if you can find something to hold on to and just twist our body, got a really nice strong stretch down the whole line of there. It's a bit kind of rough and ready so that you can do it all in one go. And again, same like this, rotate, you can feel it stretch all the way down, pec, biceps, forearm flexors, and that's because we're going to grip the club and we're going to work that triangle to complete through our swing. So we loosened up that whole chain so that when we've got this movement here, we've got plenty of power for our arms, got plenty of movement for our shoulders, plenty of movement for our back, and our legs are nice and loose. So when you get to the first tee, and once you get through that, then you can actually get a couple of clubs and then get that feeling of the extra swing weight through there. That's quite a good idea as well. Just adds a little bit more. But the main thing is prepare your body for exercise. When you do the same thing in golf, you're going to walk a long way, get your legs nice and loose, get your spine nice and loose, and then think about visualizing that shot down the fairway. What you don't do is run up, swing really hard, or spend the first 20 minutes having a cup of coffee and a bacon sandwich, because that doesn't help, okay? I hope you enjoyed that today. What we're going to do is, maybe another time we might do is what you should do after golf, which I can tell you now is not have a beer or orange juice or a coffee. You should actually warm down a little bit afterwards. So we can do that maybe next time or in a few weeks' time. I hope you really enjoyed that. I love doing these little tidbits about, oh, what shall I do if this? If you have any questions, then please email in at info@Osteopathic Consultancy, info at osco.co.uk, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. I love doing these things. Anything you need in the future, then give us a call. Otherwise, I'll see you next week live at 5. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.